Most beautiful places in USA. The United States boasts an abundance of breathtaking natural scenery, with a wide variety of landscapes from forested river valleys and desert mesas to whisper-thin barrier islands and steamy, lush tropical regions. The palm-studded coast of Florida offers a very different scenery than the flaming canyonlands of the Southwest or the untamed Sierra Nevadas of California. What is the most magical place in the U.S.? Here are some of them. Number 20. Alaska Wrangell St. Elias National Park and Preserve. Few states captivate the public's attention like Alaska does. Furthermore, Wrangell St. Elias, the nation's largest national park at 13 million acres, captures the breathtaking beauty of the far north. Hiking here takes you through a boreal forest. Past glistening glaciers crampons are recommended. The Root Glacier Trail goes directly on the icy mass and up onto ridges for amazing views of the surrounding mountains. Furthermore, this park is home with some of the nation's highest peaks. Number 19. Arizona Grand Canyon National Park. The Grand Canyon is without a doubt Arizona's most breathtaking location. Nothing quite compares to the majesty of Arizona's signature feature. Even though the state is full of breathtaking natural beauty, from the enchanted Emerald Cove to the revered Canyon de Chelly, the circular arc of the Colorado River at Horseshoe Bend is not to be missed, and Havasu Falls, also known as Havasupai Falls, contrasts the red rock with its seemingly turquoise water within this natural wonder of the world. Number 18. California Yosemite National Park. The third oldest national park in the country enjoys significant standing with the national park system, UNESCO, and international traveler wish lists. Millions of tourists visit this alpine wonderland each year, drawn by the stunning high-country Sierra Nevada scenery, which includes granite domes, towering sequoias, and sheer drop waterfalls. To see Yosemite Valley from 7,000 feet above the valley floor, hike or drive up to Glacier Point. The view is worth $1 million and includes Yosemite Falls and the renowned Half Dome, which rises nearly 4,800 feet at a practically vertical pitch. Number 17. Colorado Garden of the Gods. When they see Garden of the Gods, anyone with even the slightest interest in geology, photography, or just breathtaking natural beauty in general may find themselves in complete silence. 2 pointers. Take the Siamese Twins Loop for a view of snowy Pikes Peak, the setting for America the Beautiful, set against a backdrop of red rocks. If possible, visit the towering sandstone formations early on a weekday to avoid the crowds. Number 16. Connecticut, the Connecticut Shore. Old Saybrook, Mystic, Old Lyme, and other coastal Connecticut villages are probably not too dissimilar from your ideal seaside town in New England, if you close your eyes and try to visualize it. The tiny communities dotted along the Long Island Sound offer a mix of vintage charm and serene coastal beauty. Imagine picture-perfect inns and quaint taverns. Number 15. Delaware Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge. It's not necessary to be an experienced birdwatcher to appreciate this natural area. Situated in the boggy domain of bald eagles, snowy egrets, great blue herons, and other wildlife, this is one of the largest surviving tidal salt marshes in the region. Number 14. Georgia Cumberland Island. Cumberland Island, which is car-free, is a great destination for peace seekers, birdwatchers, and even history buffs. Only the Grand Greyfield Inn has undergone development on the Georgia Barrier Island. The remaining 36,000 acres are mostly undeveloped and comprise nearly 10,000 acres of protected natural areas. When you're not exploring the beaches covered in driftwood, you can kayak the serene canals and visit the ruins of Dungeness, which dates back to the Gilded Age. Number 13. Hawaii Napoli Coast. Along Kauai's Napoli Coast, where cedar-fluted sea cliffs plunge into the Pacific, the wrinkles of Earth are on magnificent display. The rugged 11-mile Kalalau Trail, which traces the gulches and valleys of the craggy, jade-colored coast, is the only way to reach the area by land. A permit is needed for any distance beyond the first 2 miles, which are popular for day hikes. Although there are helicopter tours available to view the breathtaking terrain, this is regarded as one of the riskiest hikes in the nation. Number 12. Idaho Sawtooth National Forest. Sawtooth National Forest is a 2.1 million acre great outdoors paradise where 4 mountain ranges and 4 major rivers meet. Almost nothing has changed in the forest landscape since Lewis and Clark explored it in 1805. In addition to hundreds of glistening alpine lakes, dozens of peaks rising to a height of 10,000 feet or more, and over 3,000 miles of meandering streams, the forest is home to grassy meadows, sagebrush flats, and pine and aspen woods. There are many different ways to explore the land, such as hiking, rafting, skiing, and mountain climbing. Number 11. Illinois Cache River State Natural Area. This is the northernmost bald cypress and tupelo swamp in the United States, and it could give you the impression that you are deep in a Louisiana bayou. Use the park's trails and boardwalks to explore acres of wetlands by kayak, canoe, or foot. There are cypresses that are over a millennium old and have bases that flare out to be more than 40 feet in diameter. Number 10. Indiana Hemlock Cliffs. Surprises abound in Indiana for the uninitiated. It has the sand dunes and lakeshore of Michigan, the covered bridges and country lanes of Vermont, and fall foliage that could pass for the Smoky Mountains. You would probably not associate this fantastic ravine and waterfall-filled box canyon in the Hoosier National Forest with the Midwest. Number 9. Maquoketa Caves State Park. Enthusiastic explorers will love Maquoketa Caves State Park with its bluffs, miles of trails, and over a dozen limestone caves just waiting to be explored. While some of the caves, like the 1,100-foot dance hall, are suitable for upright walking, others call for some serious spelunking. Bring a headlamp in either case. Number 8. Kansas Castle Rock Badlands. This peculiar location is genuinely off the usual route, situated on exclusive ranklands and reachable via rugged dirt roads requiring four-wheel drive. Castle Rock is a remnant of an inland sea that formerly enveloped this region of the continent. The delicate fossil-rich limestone pinnacles offer a startling contrast to the state of Kansas prairie. Number 7. Kentucky Mammoth Cave. Beneath the untamed hills of central Kentucky lies the world's longest-known cave system. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a vast network of cool caverns, cathedral-like rotundas, and claustrophobic crawl spaces made of limestone that is still being mapped. If you think an adventure in Mammoth Cave is limited to below-ground activities, you should also consider hiking, horseback riding, canoeing, and kayaking on the park's two rivers, which are covered in lush forest. Number 6. Louisiana Wild Azalea Trail. Although bar crawling may be the first thing that springs to mind when thinking of Louisiana, the 31-mile Wild Azalea Trail features some of the best scenery the state has to offer, including pine trees, crystal-clear creeks, gentle hills, and possibly even wild horses. Plan your journey for March or April to witness the fields covered in the namesake's light pink flowers. Number 5. Maine Acadia National Park. The top spot on Maine's list of most beautiful places goes to Acadia National Park with its rocky shores, crashing surf, and coastal mountain hiking trails. See the first glimpse of the American sunrise by making the drive to the summit of Cadillac Mountain before dawn. That is from October to March. Number 4. Massachusetts Cape Cod National Seashore. This delicate swath of land under federal protection has a lot of natural beauty. There are walking trails, miles of sandy beaches, windswept dunes, marshes, forests, and wild cranberry bogs. This is one of the few surviving blocks of the endangered Atlantic coastal pine barrens, an animal and bird-rich forest ecosystem. Number 3. Michigan's Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. Although striking sand dunes and sandy beaches aren't typically associated with Michigan, both can be found along the state's mostly coastal borders, most notably on the 35 miles of Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. This shoreline, sculpted by glaciers, is home to massive namesake dunes rising high above Lake Michigan, a beech maple forest, and picturesque hiking and driving routes. Number 2. Minnesota North Shore Scenic Drive. The North Shore is a dream destination for travelers. Numerous Midwesterners and Minnesotans frequently travel the route that borders Lake Superior, stopping at the state's tallest waterfall, High Falls, shared by the United States and Canada, the treacherous Split Rock Lighthouse, and Gooseberry Falls, which has 4 levels. Don't miss World's Best Donuts, a must-visit location for deep-fried skizzles and sit-on-a-sugar donuts. Number 1. Mississippi Natchez Trace Parkway. This secluded area of the Ozarks is held in place by the spring-fed Current and Jacks Fork rivers. Enjoy the area's trails, natural springs, historic mills, and caves. More than 300 have been found thus far, some of which are only reachable by boat while swimming, canoeing, and fishing in its pristine waters. So if you liked our video, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting content.